people inside. A bunch of people just ran up to the door and closed the door, and 2 people got arrested. Part of the other outside group.
Bob, go around the other side. Did you go over there?
Would you like to say something?
I'll say it with Stardust right over here. He's with Occupy Bernal.
Great. How about the two of you?
I'm with ACE.
I'm also with Occupy Bernal.
I know you are. I know you are.
Introduce myself now. It's Occupy Bernal and ACE.
It's the Occupy Bernal chapter of ACE.
That's right.
They got statewide backing. If they go down, the whole state comes over.
So, why Occupy Bernal and ACE working together are we here today?
Well, I think, we're proxies, and, we're essentially, we own a lot of Wells Fargo, considering a lot of our tax dollars bailed them out. But we're here today for our neighbors and to keep them in their homes. Keep families in their homes, make these people pay their fair share and do the right thing.
So what do you think you're going to do when you get in there?
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Well, let's move away from security if we're going to have that conversation. We'll be in there, and we are pretty much just taking over the meeting and creating a space for the people that are being directly impacted by Wells Fargo to have an opportunity to let Wells Fargo know that their practices are shit, essentially. So,
do you mind defining what you mean by the excremental word? How are their practices?
They have a long history of predatory lending, even before they bought smaller predatory lenders like World Savings and Wachovia. They also invest in immigration detention centers, which is pretty disgusting as well.
Right.
And it's just their practices are notorious for just showing that they do whatever the hell they want when they want to, and there seems to be no government agency or oversight. And if there are no laws in place and none of these laws are enforced, then it's really going to come to the people like us that have to enforce it.
Okay. Stardust?
Yes.
In human form?
Present. And accounted for.
And accounted for. Stardust,
Yes.
My hero, working with Kathy Galvez. Such a great job, and you were there for her. Now, why are you here today at the Shareholders meeting at Wells Fargo? This meeting in the Merchant Exchange building on California Street in San Francisco today.
Well, it's good that you bring up Catherine Galvez's case, because I spent 2 weeks helping her and her sister and their dog cleaning out their house, for basically doing the dirty work for Wells Fargo. And I don't want to ever have to do that again, and I don't think anybody should ever have to do that again. So I'm here, like Grace Martinez of ACE and like so many others, to keep people in their homes. And if you look at what the banks are doing right now, this is the biggest land grab since the Depression, since the 1930s. They're taking more and more homes away from people, and we need to stop this. We need to do things like getting our elected representatives to pass resolutions for moratoriums on foreclosures and related auctions and evictions. We need to stop the banks in their tracks and keep people in their homes until the banks are willing to make a fair deal for each and every homeowner in this city, in this state, in this country, and around the world. Wells Fargo is the leader of the pack. They're the first in foreclosures. They're the ones who are causing more people to lose their homes in this country than any other bank. So that's why we're here.
And they got an $85 million fine for this, and they're not stopping.
That's right. Not only have they gotten fined, and not only are they making settlements because they know they're in the wrong, but they also received billions in bailouts from the taxpayers. It doesn't make good business sense when you receive bailouts from the taxpayers. Well, those taxpayers are also your customers. It doesn't make good business sense to throw your customers out of their homes when they have bailed you out and kept you in business. So that's what we're here to tell the shareholders meeting of Wells Fargo.
This is a double theft. First they threaten people and torture them, and then throw them out, and then we pay for their bailout.
That's it. Let me mention one other thing.
Yes.
In Occupy Bernal, we have a fellow named Eric Lundgren, and his home is scheduled for auction this Friday. And so we're asking people to gather at 1:45 p.m. at City Hall on the Van Ness Avenue steps. And we're going to stop the auction of Eric Lundgren's home and all the other auctions that are scheduled for that day. That's this Friday, 1:45 p.m., City Hall, Steps 400 Van Ness Avenue. Hope to see you there. Friday, April 27th. For more information, you can go to occupybernal.org or occupytheauctions.org. Don't be late because the auction starts promptly at 2 to stop the auction of Eric Lundgren and the other properties scheduled for auction that day.
Excellent. We do need people to come out. I was just told by a major media reporter who I know that what major media is looking for is numbers of people. They don't even care if they get inside this building. They want to be out here counting and seeing. So numbers matter.
Pan your camera around and show the numbers that we got here. We're doing very well here. This is just one of the entrances to the building, so there are probably similar crowds at the other entrances.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm now panning to show this.